Resident Evil Outbreak is a game that holds a special place in many of our hearts. Released by Capcom in 2003 to overwhelmingly mixed reviews, this was Resident Evil's first venture into online territory. Something that dirty little shits like me dreamed of ever since we first got our AOL discs in the mail. At the time of release, the game was praised for both its graphics and controls, as crazy as that might sound. But it was scalded for its lack of voice chat, overall short length, and real-time menu, which made it impossible for players to actually pause the game while playing. Despite all its failings, however, it had a solid lifespan of 4 years in North America, and a whopping 8 years in Japan. Now, how active the player base was in that time span, that's a whole nother conversation. But the fact is, Capcom really tried. And trying? Well, that's something that they do less and less in the future, on their path to become themselves the Umbrella Corporation. In fact, we didn't see another true online Resident Evil experience until 2020's Resident Evil Resistance, bundled with RE3R. So Capcom decided they'd try again to venture into online, but let's not put all our eggs into one basket. Make sure you bundle that shit with something else, just in case. Unknowing to them, and pretty ironically, fans actually enjoyed RE Resistance more than RE3R itself. So, what the fuck, Capcom? Give us Outbreak 3. Love for Outbreak hasn't gone away. It became a cult classic, an overlooked gem, if you will. Dedicated fans even banded together and revived Outbreak servers themselves. Now that's impressive. Just so they could keep playing. But why did they do that? What was it about Outbreak that was just so magical? Well, let's find out. First and foremost, the soundtrack and gameplay is so distinctly classic Resident Evil. I really felt like I was playing RE1 or RE2, but in a whole new way. I felt the pressure, I felt the danger, I felt good, whether online or offline. And I'll go over what makes the online capabilities so special about this game. But even if you pop it in now, play by yourself, this game still holds up as a solid Resident Evil title. In fact, while gathering footage for this video, I was enjoying it so much I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna play through the whole game tonight. And I did. That really says something about a classic game. Next is the story. There are so many little Easter eggs in Resident Evil Outbreak, little references to older games. There's a whole scenario based around the Nest Laboratory from RE2. This is the kind of fan service that works. The kind of fan service that isn't in there just because, hey look, remember this? It actually became an integral part of this new game. Once you get over that, the original scenarios are pretty fucking awesome themselves. My favorite is Stage 1, Outbreak. This expands the lore around the T-virus outbreak and smacks us dead center right in the middle of the shit, where we have to band together with other survivors and get the hell out of a bar whenever we're just trying to relax after work. It really gives you some insight into what really went down in Raccoon City before Leon and Claire strolled on in. In fact, this is a time frame in the Raccoon City timeline that we didn't really get to experience until 2020's RE3R, when we controlled Jill, just as shit went south. Next is this game's replayability. Resident Evil titles are known for their replayability, but Outbreak brought it to the next level. While the scenarios themselves are short in Outbreak, the whole game totaling roughly 6 hours, each scenario is jam-packed with so many little goodies that'll keep you coming back over and over again. There are seemingly endless costumes to unlock, music to listen to, and concept art, if you're that one person who actually likes that. Not to mention, there are 2 unlockable difficulty levels, and let me tell you, if you start a game on Inferno difficulty, take that 6 hours and turn it into 20. Enjoy not being able to save your progress. Lastly, and most importantly, is the online gameplay. Now, it certainly wasn't perfect. A lot of people rightfully complained that there was no voice chat, and Capcom said this was because they didn't want to break the immersion.
I'll be with you soon! No way. Excuse me?
Oh, geez, Capcom, thanks. That's so much better. It certainly doesn't make me want to slam my head against the table every 5 minutes. But aside from that gigantic misstep, playing online was amazing. It was just so much fun teaming up with other people, solving puzzles, taking down creatures, and it really made you feel like you were in a horror movie. And I think that was their goal. And not before or since have I had that feeling. So if you get a chance, pick up this game yourself and pop it in the old PS2. Definitely don't pirate it and play it on an emulator. And if you end up loving it, head on over to the Resident Evil Outbreak server revival and play online with others. So as always, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. That means subscribe. If not, Keep it sleazy. Keep it spooky.